idiot carry knives. A generation of pints, a generation of tears and nights. Now we're living in a world. Yes, Preston, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Tatts and Bants. And I say this every week, but you are in for another treat. Now, this episode, as I've stated before in other episodes, or previous episodes, is that it's not just about fun. Predominantly, I wanted it to just be about fun, but actually hearing people's stories have actually helped me. Like already hearing Lewis's story, other people's stories, Brass's story about Afghanistan, it's sort of like give me a different view on where I want this show to go. So due to local events recently of something that happened to pretty much I would class Terry as a local legend, even though we're not going to discuss that today. It's not about that. I thought it'd be really good to get this guy on, Terry, otherwise known as Toxic Terry, so people could actually get the backstory of where Terry come from, where his life potentially went wrong, and just so people could be a bit more kind. You know, I don't know where we went wrong with social media, but it's us that make it bad. It's not the people that own Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. It's us that we're the assholes. So why none of us are a bit more kinder when tomorrow we might be going through similar circumstances to someone like Terry or anyone else? It is beyond me. So this episode is to get the backstory, which I don't think anyone predominantly knows, about a local legend who is obviously otherwise known as Toxic Terry. So please, all my viewers, I want you to give a massive warm welcome, open hearts, open opinion, everything really. Just be kind. I want you to introduce you to Terry. What are you saying, Terry? All right.
Hi guys, welcome to Tatts and Bants.
Hey, go on, lad. I love that. So, Terry. So I've known you since I was about 6, and speaking to people like Damo. Damo's a guy who owns a garage locally.
Yeah.
And do you want to tell him what happened the other day when I come to meet you?
You crashed your car.
I crashed my car. Right, so literally, Damo rang me and he said, "I've got Terry here," and Damo knows I've got no ill intentions. So he said, "Come down and meet Terry now. He wants to come on the podcast." So I turned around the corner, and you're sat on the floor, aren't you?
Yeah.
So he's waving at me, I'm waving at him, and as I turn my car round the corner, I crashed my car, didn't I?
Into a curb,
and I ripped my bumper off, and it cost nearly £100. So it cost £100 just to get the first open conversation with Terry to get him on the show. So you're a dear man. You're a dear man. So Terry, obviously I'm gonna call you Terry throughout this talk. You know, Terry's a bit of a nickname in it. But yeah, so I want to do this show then, so people can be a bit more kinder. And obviously, if people can, you know, be a bit more open-minded after seeing and hearing your full story, maybe they can do that with the next person and the next person and stuff like that. So, Terry, how old are you now?
52.
You're 52. You don't look a day over 40, brother.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. So, let's start right at the beginning then. So, Terry, where was you actually born?
At Lostercall.
In Lostercall?
Yes.
And did you go to primary school and high school?
Yeah, I did do primary school at Promiston St Paul's CB School.
Yeah.
And then Lostercall High School.
Lostercall High School. And did you actually finish high school?
Yeah, I did do.
What GCSEs, if any, did you get?
Well, I got 5 GCSEs in maths, English, English literature, computer studies, geography and physics. And City and Guilds in engineering.
And you got City and Guilds in engineering. So already, considering I've known you since I was about 5, 6 years old, and people have known you much longer than that, you've already blown my mind how you left high school with such high qualifications, technically, and a City and Guilds in engineering, which, by the way, is not going to be easy, is it?
No, it's not, no.
So let's go then. Did you want to follow the path of being an engineer?
I did do it after my dad at work, right at Ashcroft, but it fell through and stuff like that when I got me apprenticeship at BNFL. Because I'd already done the college course, I was repeating myself, so I found it boring, so I quit.
So it didn't work with your dad, so then you went to work here, is it BFNL? BNFL. And then how long was you there for?
3 months.
3 months, and they was basically getting you to repeat the courses that you already done.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, you're not going to do that, are you?
No.
And let me assume they was going to pay you less as well while doing it.
No, I got the same pay as I normally did do when I was doing the apprenticeship. Only £8 a week, but a lot of money then.
Oh, how much was that?
£80 a week.
£80 a week for an apprenticeship, and I bet And how many years ago was that then? Do you know?
When I was 16, so about let me think, about 26 years ago.
26 years ago, yeah. So £80, I can imagine for a young person, probably was a lot of money, weren't it?
Yeah.
So that didn't work out for you there then. So where was your next venture?
Rectangular Ready Meds in Chorley at the curtain factory.
In a curtain factory?
Curtain factory.
Oh, curtain factory. And what did you do there?
Apprentice supervisor, assistant supervisor.
Assistant supervisor apprentice?
Yeah.
And how long did you stay there for?
About till I finished the work.
So you finished
no work for me. I got a good reference because I was working well.
Yeah.
And used to work for me dinner and stuff like that. Really enjoyed the work, like stuff like that. Pay was good at £373.15 a month.
£173.
300.
Yeah.
And £73.15 a month. It was a lot of money.
Is that a week or a month?
A month.
A month, but that was a lot of money when you were 16.
Yeah.
Well, money's changed, hasn't it, as well? The value of money's dropped, so I can imagine that that was worth a lot more than what it is now. So then, that obviously, you said you worked there until that work dried up, and then where was your next venture?
Addison Tool Company, Walton Summit.
Walton Summit. How long was you there for?
About 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Didn't like it though.
Didn't like it. What about after that?
Super speed turnings. Walton Summit again.
What was you doing there?
Just watching automatic layers. Found that boring, so I quit it.
You quit it?
Yeah.
I feel like already, off speaking to you, that if your job isn't action-packed, with maybe you know, because back then things like ADHD weren't looked at. Do you think maybe you could have had ADHD?
Maybe, yeah.
Because obviously, to me, already after speaking to you for 5 minutes, I feel like you would have been much better off with a much more action-packed job.
Yeah.
Did you feel that?
Yeah, I could do, yeah.
Right, okay. So, was there any more work after that?
Not really, no. Because when I was 16, I fell into the what's called bad thing of going on the glue, gas, and petrol.
Right. Oh, right. So we're here now. So how old are you? 16.
16.
16, nearly 17. Okay.
Yeah.
So
17, 18.
What is it you tried first? Was it the gas or the
glue
petrol?
first.
The glue.
Yeah.
And obviously, no young kid, and I would never, even though you are who you are now, no young kid takes a hit of any drug, whether it be weed, sniff, whatever it is, and thinks they're going to be addicted to it, do you? Did you actually think you was going to become addicted to it?
No, I didn't know.
And was you doing it with friends and stuff?
Yeah, no, I didn't on my own.
On your own?
Well, originally I started with friends, but then they packed in, but I just carried on.
Carried on?
Yeah.
And why did you carry on? Do you think is that point that it started to grip you?
Yeah, it did do, yeah. Then I got thrown out by my mum and dad.
You got thrown out by mum and dad?
Yeah, through the glue sniffing.
I tell you what would be a good question for the viewers to ask them. Is something as low level as a drug like glue, I know it's not a drug, but it can be used, obviously, as a solvent, as a dangerous drug. How long, for the viewers, and if you'd say this into the camera, because this would be good for people to know this, how long do you think it took you to become addicted to the glue?
About 3 months.
3 months.
Then I got addicted to it.
That quick?
Yeah.
So, and then what did that, obviously I might be wrong, is it that you went then onto the petrol, or what, was it petrol next?
Yeah, petrol after that.
And was it petrol because the glue then weren't having a strong enough effect?
No, it was cheaper.
It was cheaper than glue?
Yeah, because glue were expensive, but only on the limited benefits.
Right. So what when you mean cheaper, educate me. Was you going to a factory and sniffing it? Were you sniffing out of a barrel, or were you sniffing it in, what was the mechanism?
Glue count. You've got a place like B&Q, DIY Do It All, and home base and stuff like that. So stores like local hardware shops, buying a tin of glue.
Yeah.
And then
how would you consume
put
it?
Open the tin, pour it into a carry bag, and slip it out of a carry bag. Mum and Dad got onto it, threw me out. I ended up homeless for a while. Then the probation service got involved and moved into a hostel in Chorley. Only there for about 3 or 4 weeks.
What was the hostel like?
Boring.
Boring.
And
again,
no TV, no
I've
radio,
noticed
no nothing.
Already that, and hopefully the viewers are noticing this. I think that maybe. I mean, can I ask you a question before we move on then? Actually, this might actually make what I was going to say then make more sense to the viewers. Did you ever visit a doctor?
I was texting in 2011 from jail.
No, not like round about the time that you become addicted to the glue.
Yeah.
But let's say in between the glue and the petrol, when the fight started. Did you ever contact a doctor or advise to go see a doctor to see if there's anything that's going on that could be, you know, like an aggression or something that's making you act like this?
Well, I would see Dr. Prasad at Oscar Medical Centre. He's retired now, and he shut down and he referred me to Dr. Burrell to the psychiatric unit at Avondale.
Yeah.
But because they think it was solvent, there's not a lot they can do because it's perfectly illegal. It's not actually a criminal offence.
Okay.
Like class A drugs like crack and heroin, things like that, to a sniff glue. There's no actual crime involved. It's just an addiction and it's antisocial. So once I see Dr. Burrell, the psychiatrist at Avondale unit, and they were saying that if it carries on, they'll be referred to the community mental health team.
Wow, that's a massive failure.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Mate, I'm
they're coming out in spots and things like that through it and things like that.
That's a massive failure. So because it wasn't an illegal substance and you could buy it at a hardware store, it wasn't classed as like a heroin and crack you were saying.
No, it's not. No.
It wasn't like they was going to refer you straight to Avondale.
Yeah.
Or for any other help or support they could give you.
Yeah.
And basically that was it. You was told that you was going to go to the mental health team.
Yeah.
And what did the mental health team ever help you?
Nothing they could do because it was legal.
Wow. So was any rehab offered to you?
Nothing at all. Nothing they could do.
And I suppose, for me, again, remember, I'm speaking as a third party as your life. Do you think that maybe at that young age, how old are you now? Still 16, 17?
16, 17, 18-year-old.
So you're about 18 now, yeah? So we're 2 years in. Do you think that maybe at that young age, maybe some serious crackdown on things like more support, maybe even going to Avondale, more mental health support, and maybe even being offered to go to rehab could have changed your life?
Doubt it, no, because I was addicted to it and there was nothing you could do.
Nothing you could do. But do you not think that something like...
not even from prison or anything like that, because my antisocial behaviour developed so that much where I got an asthma in Lost Skull and South Rebel, where I bumped the Kentucky Fried Chicken, bumping the NHS prescription place, bumping the Anchor Car Park and all sorts of places.
So they started banning you from places like chemists and KFC and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Could be and let me just be clear to everyone. I'm pretty strong on this opinion. They weren't banning you as in antisocial behaviour, like you was doing anything bad, but just because of the way you looked.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's bad.
Because there was nothing small at the time. Then things came up. Probation service moved me to Gafford, 72 Westcliff in Preston.
Yeah.
And I was there for about 10 years. Something like that. Then the hostel one died. Ended up homeless, living in the Wadsworth.
Oh, so you lived there for 10 years then?
I lived at the hostel for 10 years.
Yeah.
On the petrol, Gafford didn't mind because it was my own room. And some of the residents complained and things like that. Then Gaffer died, everyone was made homeless, and they ended up living rough in the old derelict water ward on Westcliff. Police attended, said it's too dangerous for you, come and live with us at the police station. Live next to the magistrate's court at Preston Police Station.
Oh, and the police did that for you?
Yeah, the police
that's good, isn't it? That's actually good. That's actually good.
Then the probation service got involved, moved to Home House in Ellswick, hastily, got really upset, said, oh, they kidnapped me, probation service, they kidnapped me. You get your head down outside the magistrate's court, we'll get them before they get you. Police got involved, and then everything went downhill, like stuff like that. Police were concerned about me, ended up with an antisocial behaviour order on me.
Yeah.
Banning from the use of petrol and glue. Couldn't get off the glue and the petrol. I ended up in jail for it.
Because you were trying to get hold of the glue and the petrol. So we've got So we were up to now that the police were helping you. They gave you somewhere to stay. You was in a hostel for 10 years. I'm assuming you had a really good relationship then with the people who run the hostel.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
And the gaffer died.
Yeah.
So obviously you were made homeless. So let's just take a step back. So we'll continue that in a minute. Obviously, I've got to ask you the questions that some people, and I want to ask you, like, So, obviously, you're not using petrol now, are you?
No.
No. What was the feeling that sniffing petrol gave you?
Just a high feeling, hallucinations and stuff like that.
And what would you hallucinate about?
Petrol was valent. It's lower valence than water, so what free safe in the middle of nowhere in the winter months or anything like that.
So would this help you get through the winter months and stuff?
Just about, yeah.
Just about.
Yeah. Sat in a big field on my own, just minding my own business. Bought from what garages. Found occasional work, like stuff like that, but benefits weren't enough because they were £98 a fortnight.
£98 a fortnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Job seekers allowance.
Job seekers allowance. And would you spend how much of that do you reckon you was actually spending on food?
Not a lot.
Not a lot, because the addiction. Would you say you were spending?
Living out of bins and stuff like that.
Living out of bins. Would you say then the majority of that was going on? Obviously, the addiction.
Yeah.
The addiction. At what point did it get to the stage where no petrol station would serve you?
Or how? When I got an advert in Preston, so I moved to Chorley, went to jail, got off at Chorley, didn't attend the probation service, got 20 months in prison for breach of ASBOR, antisocial behaviour order. Got 20 months in prison off Judge Slinger for breach of ASBOR, for sniffing glue and petrol, resisting arrest, threatening behaviour, and all sorts of other things.
And did at any point then when you go into prison for 21 months, did you say?
20 months. 20
months, right. Did anyone ever offer you rehab then?
Yeah, eventually they do. Because when I got to the release at halfway stage after 10 months,
I
wasn't in roughing Charlie, did send probation. Because anything over a 12-month prison sentence, you ought to send probation then.
Okay.
Did send probation, got breached for not attending probation, got recalled after 3 weeks. I have to do the whole kit and caboodle again.
So basically, you're free for a week. You didn't make it to probation.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
And then you're locked up again for the remaining 10 months.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. So I did the full 20 months, the whole kit and caboodle. And eventually went living roughing Charlie. Not any benefits, anything like that, like. And got locked up for the thing, but 19 months.
19 months
the whole sentence.
Yeah.
At HMP Preston, I got sectioned off Doc's Rabda.
And you got sectioned?
Yeah.
And where did that land you then, being sectioned?
Gill Lodge, Whittingham.
The Whittingham, yeah. How long was you there for?
4 years, 10 months extra. Because I had 28 days to go on my sentence.
Yeah.
For all I'm getting out, go back on the glue life and the petrol life, things like that, my discharge grant, and just resume my lifestyle. But that didn't happen because 28 days before I was due to be released, I got sectioned under the Mental Health Act.
Yeah.
To Gill Lodge by the NHS.
One sec. How old are you now then? You've just been sectioned to Guild Lodge, which I think something like this should have happened when you was around 17 years old.
Yeah.
Definitely failed. How old are you now?
52.
You're 52? No, not now. How old was you, when you got sectioned to Guild Lodge?
2011, so that will be 1982. About 38, 39 years old.
Wow, mate, let me just take a moment. You've clearly had the same addiction to glue and petrol. Is that the only substances you was using?
Yeah.
Probably right. Since you was 16 years old and you are now 30... Now, how old was you when this?
38, 39 years
38/39 years old when they finally put you into something like the Guild Lodge.
Yeah.
That is, mate, you are clearly more intelligent than what everyone gives you credit for.
Yeah.
Everyone who I've spoken to, damn what everyone has said, the guy is smart, the guy went to college, and a lot of the viewers wouldn't have known that until they've obviously watched this, just like myself.
Yeah.
You were failed by the system, mate.
Yeah.
I think things could have been totally different for you.
Yeah.
What a shame. So you're in Guild Lodge now then. You did how long in Guild Lodge?
4 years, 10 months.
10 months.
But that's a long time to get a section for. I had no leave. It was just, what's going to say, talking to friends and things like that, away from the substances. But at the end of the day, there's a big handshake to the NHS for getting myself sorted out. Because I'm a lot more respected around town.
Yeah. So do you think that the Guild Lodge then, is this the point when you left because of the NHS? You just said then a big handshake to the NHS. So big up the NHS. Do you think that's the sort of turning point that at least got you off the petrol and the glue?
Yeah, it is, yeah. That's
Wow.
definitely what got me off it. And I'm always flexing around town a lot into the pubs and everything.
See, that's crazy. I don't know. Obviously, hopefully everyone's listening and could understand fully what you said then, but when you're around 38, 39, you get admitted to, where was it again?
Guild Lodge.
Guild Lodge. You do 10 months and you quit petrol and glue, which you're still clean from till today, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you see what the problem is there? How is that possible that a little amount of 10 months, that short period of anyone's life, changed him still to this day? That's bang out of order. That's a shame that you was born when you was, really, and that things have happened. So, right, you're clean now, right? You're clean. You've come out of Guild Lodge.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about, obviously, maybe a touchy subject, but family. Did a family ever come for you? You got any brothers and sisters?
I got a brother, half sister, stepsister. That's about it.
And have any of them? Are you in contact with any of them? Stuff like that.
I've not seen my brother in about 18 months.
Yeah, seen your brother in 18 months. What's he up to?
Working as a ventilation specialist, commercial ventilation specialist.
Wow.
Fixing commercial ventilators.
Oh, that's good, innit?
I've not seen him in about 18 months.
And what did he just come see every now and again?
He doesn't know where I live.
Doesn't know where you live?
No.
Do you ever miss your family?
Yeah, mum and dad was dead. Mum died in 2008 and my dad died in 2012.
2012. Did you get to go to the funeral?
No, I didn't know. I was sectioned.
You were sectioned.
Yeah.
Was that like...
And my mum's funeral were in Charlotte Richard and it was too far away.
Too far. Was that like I'm assuming for anyone it'd be not a nice experience. Was it not nice knowing that you couldn't go?
No, it wasn't. No, it weren't nice at all. I was nervous breakdown when mum died. Police were giving me sandwiches, everyone were caring on me. Magistrates were saying, we're sorry to you, mum, dad, we'll give you conditional discharge this time around.
You had a nervous breakdown when your mum died. That's horrible. Sorry about that, mate.
So sad and stuff alone when mum died.
Mate, that's horrible.
Yeah.
That just leading, that's, it's choked me up, mate. Yeah, that's horrible. And like, you just got to say, at least you're doing a proud in some respects, you're not doing the glue, you're not doing the petrol. So, right, I better move on from that. That was horrible, that then. So let's talk a little bit then. So between the ages of 16 and now, what I really wanted to get you on the show for is, what's this might obviously again another horrible question, but what's that one of the, some of the things that people have done to you that which is you would not like to be done to anyone else, or what not the recent one, because we're not going to talk about that, but things that have happened in the past. What for the viewers, what nasty things have people done to you?
Set me on fire.
You say set me on fire?
Yeah.
Well, explain what you mean, set you on fire.
I got a permanent burn to my leg, and I was disabled for about 6 years. I wasn't able to walk properly.
Explain, what was you asleep?
No, I wasn't asleep, no. I was just on the petrol, like, stuff like that. I wasn't dead picking on a trolley, set myself on fire. The fire brigade rushed out, put me out and stuff like that. Thought the trolley hospital gets my brief and for the information. That weren't the case. They took to Royal Preston Hospital in Ward 4.
Ward 4?
That's Royal Preston Hospital, plastic surgery and burns unit. I told skin grafts and everything.
Wow. And someone did that to you?
No, I did it to myself.
Oh, God. You did that to yourself?
Yeah,
I think someone set you on fire. So that's something that you've done to yourself, right?
Yeah.
Wow. I was sat here thinking, what kind of evil person set someone on fire? That is mental. But... right, that's crazy that's happened, and I'm glad you're all right. But what have people done to you, other people, which is bad? Like, have you ever been assaulted? Has other people done stuff to you?
Beating up all the time when I'm on the petrol. Swore on me a petrol can rolled off me, run down the road, chase after him, good items and stuff like that.
Just beating you up for no reason?
Yeah.
Just because she was drinking petrol?
Yes, definitely.
And is this, how many years do you think that went on for?
About 10 years.
For 10 years?
Yeah.
And how often would you say it happened a week?
Didn't tell weekly, about once a month, something like that.
So once a month for about 10 years, you was being
Yeah.
assaulted and battered. Was it?
Yeah.
Was some of them worse than others?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
What kind of injuries?
Black eyes and stuff like that.
But any trips to the hospital?
Yeah, all the time.
Has anyone ever done anything that in your mind, other than the recent incident, has anything done anything to you that you think like, why have you done that to me? Anything that just sticks out in your mind?
No, there isn't, no.
Do you think that's because there's just been so many different attacks?
Exactly, yeah.
I'll tell you what then, you'll never know the answer, but if you were to take a wild guess from then to now, how many times do you think you've been attacked?
I'd say about 15 times.
15 times?
Yeah.
Wow. I think it could be pretty much more than that.
Yeah, but thanks to the NHS, again, for being sectioned and giving up the glue and the petrol and things like that. I have a lot more respect around town. Everybody waves to me. Hey, Terry, how you doing? Are you all right?
Yeah, I do. I will know. I did say, yeah, me and Damo was on about that, how the respect changed when you went from using that to just enjoying the drink. I know, obviously, the drink, you know it's bad for you, don't you?
Yeah.
And ideal in a perfect world would have you off that as well. But I'm assuming it doesn't take a rocket scientist to work out that if you wasn't on the drink, do you think it could result to using worse substances?
Could do, yeah.
Could do, yeah. So,
crack and stuff like that.
So obviously, another personal question. Have you ever tried any other substances?
No, I haven't, no.
No, yeah, and that's a promise. You've never tried anything else?
None of the weed, none of the crack.
So no crack, no heroin.
Nothing like that.
No spice.
No,
nothing. That's good going, really. And I know that's, you know, you can't say that to everyone, but I think the viewers will agree that for someone who's obviously been very substance dependent, is, you know, is pretty much entire adult life, that you're actually doing okay.
Yeah.
And everyone who I speak to always sings your praises.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And we were just driving here then, weren't we? And people were waving to you outside my car, weren't they?
Yeah, that's right.
Go on, Terry. You're like a local celebrity, aren't you? And I'm glad you're still going. So, what are you up to now then? Where you living now?
New Orleans.
New Orleans now. And you finding that all right?
It's all right. Quite like stuff like that.
Yeah.
No bother.
No bother. And people are being all right to you.
Yeah.
Across there. So, what I'll do is I want to ask you now is, what would you say to someone who was potentially going to be nasty, evil, beat someone up, record someone doing something?
Don't do it. You get grassed up and you get arrested.
You get grassed and arrested, yeah.
Yeah.
But now that you've experienced that, would you not want to stop that from happening to anyone else?
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Because it's not a nice feeling.
Not a nice feeling, no.
What would you say to someone then that was potentially going to do that? Maybe that someone watches this that might actually listen to you and say, I'm going to be a bit more kinder.
If you're going to be kinder, kindness is a good thing, because eventually I found God.
You found
Go
God?
to church every Sunday, found ABBA, sing songs on the karaoke, ABBA songs, found God, found ABBA through the Guild Lodge, and go to church now.
So the Guild Lodge, you left the Guild Lodge, obviously you're now in your 50s, aren't you?
Yeah, 52.
So what happened at the Guild Lodge still has an effect on your life now?
Just try not to think about the substances or anything like that.
Well, I think that all the staff would be very proud of you, mate.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you. Do you know what I mean? I'm extremely proud of you. And as I say, I've known you since I was 6, and I've always been nice to you.
Yeah.
I've not always been nice to people. I'm not definitely preaching. I've been an asshole. I've been a prick. And I suppose this is why I haven't found God, but I found through my brother dying that we all need to be a little bit more kinder to people.
Yeah.
So what's next then for you? Are you just plodding through life? Have you got
plodding through life, doing bits of work and things like that?
Do bits of
church on a Tuesday. And that's about it.
Yeah, I think I said I would say this as well tonight. If anyone has got any cleaning work, anything that Terry could do, please let us know. I could potentially pass you his number. is, I will tell you this, you do turn up every time, don't you?
Yeah.
Everyone I've spoken to has said that no matter what he says or what he's doing or what he's up to, if he says he will do something, he will do something. We planned this early on in the week, didn't we?
Yeah.
You've rang me to make sure we're doing it.
Yeah.
I rang you today and you stayed sober.
Yeah.
I picked you up. We had some food. So he's very loyal and very committed. We have got a bit of a gift for you as well, and it's not much. T, it's right there, mate. If you can just chuck me out the phone there, mate. But someone donated this because I got told that sometimes you have to trade your phone in to get food or to do X, Y, and Z, and then every single Friday you go and pick it back up again. So we got you a little phone, so you've got a separate another phone, okay, mate?
Oh, thanks.
No, mate, my pleasure, my pleasure. And again, I will continue to try keep helping you and stuff like that. And I'm very happy that you came on. You have stayed sober. We've had one or two, haven't we? But you know, you've not been disrespectful. Put it this way, everyone. He's in my house. I would not trust anyone in my house. Okay, this is where the Tatts and Bants studio is, and you've been extremely respectful. My dog seems to love you.
Yeah.
And I think that everyone, off hearing your story, especially from me, if you're going to tune in and watch this, that he was 100% failed. And his drug addiction started when he was about 16.
Yeah.
And when you was in your 30s, that's when you went to your first Whittinger. Was it Whittinger?
No, when I was at 38, 39-year-old.
Well, you went where again?
Guild Lodge.
The Guild Lodge. So you look at that chunk of life between the age of 16 till he's 38 before he went to 38, 39 before he went to Guild Lodge. Then he went to the Guild Lodge for 10 months and then
4 years, 10 months.
4 years, 10 months. Oh, I misunderstood. 4 years, 10 months.
Yeah.
But that 4 years and 10 months, he quit glue. He quit other substances. He came out. He found God. So if you put that into context, if you would have had that sort of treatment when you was much younger, I'd put money on it. You could be potentially a different person.
Definitely, yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Is there anything you want to say to the viewers and before you go? Maybe.
Well, have a good night, and if you want to come over to the New Brit. Just big up Springfield Street Motors for demo.
Springfield Street Motors.
Up the New Brit for Sheldon.
Just him to big up
Preston. Come over and buy us a pint.
Good man. And would you want people to just be a bit more kinder to you?
Yeah, I could do, yeah.
Because you're always kind to them, aren't you?
Yeah.
You would say hello to anyone, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would do, yeah.
What a man, mate. Can I shake your hand? Thank you for coming on. So, thank you for having Terry on. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully, that's just giving you all a brief, educational story about where someone was failed clearly by the system. That's affected their life entirely. And then when someone gets support, the right support, it can actually change them and change the whole outcome of the life, like Terry has just explained. So God bless you, mate. I know you found God. Please enjoy your phone. Thank you for tuning in. Please remember, if you do see Terry, no matter who you are, he will say hello. He will shake your hand. He will give you a hug. He's not a bad person. And just remember, on the streets of Preston, we've got homeless, we've got ex-soldiers, we've got people going through mental health problems, mental health issues. The NHS are on their final and back legs as they are already, as we all know that. So please, just be a bit more kinder to people, yeah? Love and respect, yeah? Peace!
Fuck with the fire on this one.